Yeah, back like we left something real while all the rest front. Mafia Material Mobcast, nigga. Episode number 57. Next up, man, we got some breaking news. Just hit the press. YNW Melly, tampering charges are gone. Gang charges too. What's next? What the fuck is next? This one right here been a long, long journey for this nigga. um, pull my notes. This shit is right here. So January 20th, 2026, just 24 hours before a jury was set to decide his fate on a string of heavy-hitting charges, Florida prosecutors just handed YNW Melly a massive legal victory. In a shocking turn of events, the state has officially dropped all witness tampering and gang-related charges against the Florida rapper. But does this mean Melly is walking free? Not quite. So we're gonna break down why the prosecutor's case fell apart, the hostile witness at the center of it all, and what this means for the double murder retrial looming in the distance and shit, right? So here's what we dropped. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look at what disappeared from Melly's docket. The prosecution dismissed 4 major counts: 1, witness tampering; 2, directing activities of a criminal gang; uh, 3, criminal solicitation to commit murder; and 4, conspiracy to tamper with a witness. Right? Now, these weren't minor add-on charges or whatever. These were the count that the state was using to paint Melly as the mastermind behind a criminal organization. So by dropping these, the prosecution's narrative had taken a significant hit. You know what I mean? Now, why the sudden reversal? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the walk away, the day before jury selection? 2 words: Mariah Hamilton. According to the prosecution's memo, Melly's ex-girlfriend made it crystal clear she was going to be a hostile witness. Shout out to her. Yeah, real bitch. My bitch. If the state can't rely on their key witness to testify the way they need, their house of cards start to wobble a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But there's a whole strategic layer here because the judge recently declined to rule on whether certain phone call evidence was admissible until the trial actually started. The prosecutors were terrified that if they went to trial and that evidence was suppressed, it could lead to an acquittal. Now, in the legal world, an acquittal on these charges would sabotage their evidence for the acquittal, on the murder trial. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather drop these charges now than lose them in court later. So that's the whole shit, that's one of the whole shit too. Melly's legal team, led by billion-dollar lawyer Drew Findlin and Carrie Huwout, I think I said that right. They've already signaled their next move, fighting for Melly's release. They're expected to argue that since these charges are gone, Melly should be granted bond or released from custody while he waits for his murder retrial, which is true because the whole gang shit was the whole thing why they were saying like they had to keep him in there because he was a threat to this, to society and all of this other shit because he was this notorious gang leader. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the remaining legal battle, like, don't get it twisted. Melly ain't out the woods. He's still facing a double murder charge for the 2018 deaths of Anthony Williams, YNW sack chaser, and Christopher Thomas Jr., YNW Juvie. So here's the current status. The retrial is currently scheduled for January of 2027. So we still
Yeah.
like a whole year away. Melly is still facing the death penalty if convicted. The co-defendant, keep in mind, uh, what you call it, YNW Portland, already took a plea deal back in September of 2025. He's currently serving 10 years for witness tampering and being an accessory after the fact. But see, this nigga copped out to the witness tampering shit. They just dropped the witness tampering on Melly, through the whole gang shit. So if he probably would have held that nigga, could have probably walked on that shit. He would have been sitting all this time, but that nigga would have been home. You know what I'm saying? That nigga would have been walking out of that bitch. Um, so the question is this the beginning of the end for the state's case or just a tactical retreat? If Melly's team can get him out on bond before 2027, it would probably be one of the biggest legal turnarounds in, recent hip hop history. But let me know what y'all think, man. That the state dropping these charges prove that they don't have enough to convict him on the actual murder? Drop that shit in the comments, man, and make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so that y'all know, when we keep dropping more shit as more of news in the YNW Melly case, breaks. But yeah, man, that nigga been fighting this shit like damn, I don't know how long
No,
it been. I know that nigga started fighting that shit around the time I came home.
like about what, 5 years now?
You said what?
It's been about 5 years now or some shit. And he started that shit like during the pandemic or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Cause I know I did I remade that Murder on My Mind record
Yeah.
in 2019. Ah shit. Anyway, yeah, that was 2019. If y'all
Yeah,
missed it,
yeah, so he had to
huh?
be doing that shit, what, about 5, 6 years then?
Yeah, yeah, shit.
So
I've been home 8 already.
he was locked up when
Yeah.
you came home?
Nah, like cause he caught like the whole incident like where the niggas died, like it was 2018. That was the year I came home. I came home January 2nd, 2018. So I was saying, like, when I came home, this nigga was already, he was like one of the new niggas, like while I was gone, like I had never nobody heard of this nigga. And then
Yeah.
when I came back, it's like he was the nigga everybody was talking about. So I was just like, I did the song, like I remade the song and shit. I did that shit, and I remade that Old Town Road shit, and fucking so and that was 2019 because I dropped that yeah, that was 2019 I dropped that shit. So I don't know, bro. Like that shit crazy. Like that nigga been definitely fighting that shit for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? But free Melly. You know what I'm saying? Free Melvin. That's what that nigga Fredo Bang be saying. He's like, free Melvin. You know. Man, before we dip out though, y'all know we we hip hop rooted. You know what I'm saying? Mafia Material Mobcast episode 57. You know what I'm saying? You see, we standing on mob business. The Mobcast Social Club in the background. Yeah.